Hello Autumn or Clayton. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. Again, my name is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video, one, is to give you some tips and tricks on to use your website to increase your online traffic, to generate some leads and some reviews, to increase your business. And secondly is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them to give you that search volume. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you definitely use on your own to build your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, my door is open, so feel free to email me, text, or call. But either way, if you leave me a line or two of feedback back in the email, that just helps me get better at making these videos. So let's get to it. So I want to talk about content. So in content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content on your website, you could place those keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So definitely on the right page, you got a beautifully laid out website here with a lot of links, a lot of content on there. But you can do some things in the back end just to get closer to your top competitors in the Flower Mound area and surrounding areas as well. So very good website, very impressed, good job. So speaking of Google, so here's some buyer intent keywords that I chose. So plumbing services, Flower Mound, Texas, that's the area you serve and the service you provide. And here's what comes up. So sometimes there's ads here. That's something if you haven't invested in already, you could do. But this is a map pack here. I'll talk about more about that later with citations. But we call these organics here. So when you do a certain search with the service or area, you want to be on that first page of Google. So as you scroll down here, you can see you're not on the first page. There's some local businesses that on that first page, but very easily to outrank them to give you that search volume. Because you might have heard that saying, a good place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. Just nobody goes there to search for a certain product. So you got to be right in front of consumers. So that's the goal, is to get closer to this top competitor, Berkeys. That's the website I'll compare to you. So the goal is to beat him, but get close to him so you're on this first page out, ranking some of these local competitors here to be on that first page of Google. So speaking of the content, staying on the content with keywords, here's a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs. Here's your website here. Just does a deeper dive with some numbers on your website. So right now you're using 16 keywords on your website. So even though you have a lot of content on there, a lot of words, a lot of links on there, I would think about increasing some of your keywords with that high search volume. So obviously the higher the volume, the better. That gives you more search power. So you have some good things going now, but think about those buyer intent keywords, those services you provide. That could help you outrank some of your competitors. So just comparing that, and here's Berkeys. They do a good job. They're a company that's around the FW, but still definitely very beatable in local markets like Flower Mound. So here's their numbers. Here's their website. So they have, compared to they have 124 keywords, which is not a lot either. But you do a search and take some of these keywords. Now obviously you can't use Berkeys because that applies to them. But some of those buyer intent keywords that's not on your website, like Dallas electric and plumbing. Here's a good one: plumbing, electrical, HVAC. That's give you some high search volume. You could take some of those keywords, put them on your website, and that get closer to you to outranking them. So next is backlinks. So let's go back to your numbers here. So backlinks is anywhere where you find one website linking to your website. So think of it as an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business and seeing others vouching for you. So think of it as like a popularity contest. The person with the most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So it's important to have other plumbing websites, HVAC websites, sewer and drain websites linking back to you. It doesn't help if like a doctor's office, a dentist, or restaurant website links back to you. It just doesn't give you that trust push volume in Google. So for you, you're on a good start here. You have 448 backlinks with 24 different reference domains. So good job there. Just comparing that to your competitors, let's go back to their numbers. Here's their website here. They have over 4,000 backlinks with 362 different reference domains. So this is giving them a lot of push volume, a lot of search volume in Google. So again, the goal is to get closer to that backlinks, to get closer to them, to start outranking them on Google. And then finally, there's citations, as I said earlier. So citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly as your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since could generate huge amounts of revenue. So the goal is to be in the top 3 or 4. Here's 4 here, but you want to be in the top 3. Because like the organics on page 2 or 3, people don't push this button to look for more businesses. So be right in front of the consumers. And to do that, citations includes directories like you heard of a lot of them: Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others. Social media accounts work great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you could outrank them to be in front of consumers. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why is that so important and worth it. So not sure what your margins are now, but I can imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I'm creating this video for you to help you start generating those leads online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out to me. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or I could talk about your goals, and I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out on this video. So thank you for listening. Best of luck to you. Have a good day.